On army request, BTS illegal army brings you my arranged cool husband Jimin FF. I do. I silent. I slowly a tear left from your eyes, making it way to your chin. Jimin becomes a slight tear shock, but doesn't let it reveal. I repeat, do you take Mr. Park Jimin as I do? I announce you both as a husband and wife. Congratulations. Smile. Now Jimin raised his palm to stop the priest. He holds your hand and takes you from the menu. You followed him without saying anything because there was no one to congratulate you anyway. Settle down, we are getting late. Coldly. You sit in the passenger seat whereas Jimin sits in the driving seat. And soon you both reach to 91 Hanam apartment complex. You look at the building and your jaw drops because it's such a dreamy place. Jimin walks out of the car and start walking ahead. You sigh understanding that he is no help to you. So you climb out of the car and start following him. He opens the door with the passcode and enters inside. You did the same and started examining the apartment. Your lips curved into a small smile seeing the luxurious, beautiful, finished apartment. This is your room, go and take a rest. Just this small sentence he left for the other room. You enter your room and sit down on a bed. Time skips. Hi, I am Mayan. My mom and dad left me a few years ago, approx 10 years. From then, my life has been so miserable because my aunt has taken responsibility. And a week ago, she told me that a marriage proposal came for me. She said that they like me, but since then, I have been asking who are they? Is it Jimin, my husband? No, he doesn't. With just this last sentence you wrote in your diary and your eyes filled with tears. Morning. You wake up and come downstairs. You go to the kitchen and look for the items you need to cook for breakfast. Finally, you find them in the cabinets and start cooking breakfast for you and him, your husband. Soon Jimin makes up and comes out ready, making you shock again as he is ready like he is going to his office, which you didn't expect. But why, in the first place, you expect anything from him? Breakfast is ready. I am not habitual of doing breakfast casually. Really? Softly. Jimin looks at you but doesn't answer you and leaves the home already. You sigh and close your eyes for a minute, thinking to yourself, don't cry, Mayana. Getting love from humans is not for you. You try not to cry, but your heart and eyes deceive you. You didn't eat breakfast either and roamed in the apartment. Don't know what got into you, but you thought to go in Jimin's bedroom. And you did. Once you enter, you laughed a bit seeing the room's condition, thinking to yourself, he is looking all tidy, but his room is all opposite, so messy. You chuckle and think of cleaning his bedroom. You did. An eternity later, finally, you wipe your sweat and lie down on his bed. You only not clean his room but also his wardrobe. You take a deep sigh and when you look at the time, your eyes widen. Wow, it's already dinner time. Just with this, you run to the kitchen and cook dinner. After a while, you run to the room and get freshen up. You are patiently waiting for Jimin when you hear a door opening sound. You stride to him. Anyong, smile. Anyong, dinner is. I already had my dinner. Poker face. Your jaw drops at his statement. He was about to leave but stopped in his track and said, from next time, don't wait for me at the dinner. Have yours. He left and you sighed deeply in anger or sadness. You don't know. Later, Jimin enters his room and becomes shocked to see the room so clean and tidy. He shook his head a couple of times and sighed, understanding that you are the one who cleaned his room. Meanwhile, hello daddy, today I sigh. Smile at least for a second, but I smile and yeah, also laugh for a second, seeing his room. But I tried to smile for him too, but I failed. And I guess he also doesn't want me to smile for him. A tear dropped from your eyes on the page of the diary and you close the diary quickly. Next morning, Jimin wakes up and gets ready. He is about to throw a towel on the bed but stops himself, realizing that you cleaned his bedroom so he won't want you to do it again and again. He left without sharing a word. At night, he arrives home and his eyes unknowingly start looking for you. He strides towards the lounge and sees you coming out of your bedroom. For a minute, his eyes forget to blink. You look at him and greet him. Your greeting makes him come out of his trance and he starts looking here and there but not you. Anyong, sigh. I ask you to do dinner and don't wait for me. Gulp. Yes, I know. I am going to have mine right now. Jimin nod hesitantly. If you want to join then please. Looks at you. I am habitual of eating food alone. Oh, okay, sure. Wait. He frowns, but you run to the table and make a dish for you. I will do it in my room. Please, you can eat here alone. Before Jimin could say anything, you entered your bedroom and sat down on the bed. Not even for a second, you hold your tears anymore and start crying. Hello, Daddy. I don't want to live now. Again, many tears drop from your eyes on the page. Meanwhile, Jimin looked at the food and said to himself, not my favorite, I don't like kimbap. Jimin told you that he wouldn't want to eat dinner today and left for his room. Later, Jimin comes out of the room and strides to the kitchen to drink water. When he sees that the pots are untouched, it means you also didn't eat your food. He sighed and opened the fridge and saw that the plate you made for yourself yesterday to eat in your room was also untouched. Did she didn't eat for the past 2 days? He picked up the spoon and tasted today's freshly cooked food. His eyes widen. As he tastes divorce in his mouth, he smiles, munching the food. Delicious. He quickly took out a plate filled with foods and started eating it. Lovely. The next day you wake up and see that the pot is half empty. You smile and quickly tie your hair in a bun and start cooking a delicious breakfast as you understand that he ate the food last night. Jimin came outside already and saw you coming in the kitchen. Morning, wanna have some pancakes? No. He's about to leave as he is in a hurry but stops hearing the word pancakes. Okay. You smile and serve him. After the serving, you left. All the time while eating, Jimin waits for you to come out of the room, but you don't. He eats 2 pancakes and then leaves. You come outside as soon as you hear a door shut sound. You don't come outside as you know that he is a habitual of eating alone. You sigh looking at your one pancake but smile knowing that he eats 2. Later at night, Jimin enters and you greet him. In response, he also greets you softly. As soon as you look at him, you smilingly rush to him. Flowers? For me? Happily. On my way, someone asked me to buy it, so I did to help him. Smile. Can I have them, please? Plead. Jimin nods and you take it from his hand. I will go and change, then let's eat food. Clears throat. Together, he looks at you and you nod. He shakes his head a little as he knows that you didn't listen to what he said. He comes out of his room and is lost in you as you inhale the scent of flowers and smile looking at the flowers. You pick the bouquet and twirl around and laugh a little in happiness. Jimin smiles. He remembers to himself, she is miserable, Jimin. He frowns as he remembers his friend's word. He realizes that from day one he makes you feel more miserable. He walks towards you, busy trailing. You bump into his hard chest and gasp. You are about to back away when he holds your waist and pulls you closer. He looks at you and admires you like he never did before, making you feel a bunch of butterflies. You gulp. Jimin quickly releases you and back away. Let's eat food. Oh, okay. You quickly set a table and are about to leave again, but he stops you. Mo, let's eat together. It's okay, you aren't habitual of it's okay. With you, I am okay. He quickly left your hand and started eating food, leaving you stunned by his words. Vian frustratedly. Nay, you quickly take a sit and start eating the food. You smile. This is the first time you are eating with your husband. It makes you feel so happy and blessed at the same time. But you hold your tears for a while as you don't want to spoil the moment. You smile and look at Jimin as he looks at you and raises his eyebrows, making you look away. You gulp down the food, but soon you feel a stomach ache and hiss in pain. Jimin quickly turns to you in all concern. He asks, "Are you okay?" You shake your head and run to your room. He can't stop himself from following you to your room. He saw that you were throwing up, so he came inside and held your hair to not let it touch your face. I am okay. Let's go to the doctor. He was about to leave, but you held him. I am okay. Smile. So you are not coming with me? Sigh. Fine then, let me call the doctor here. Jimin, leaving you all surprised, he left the room and called the doctor. Soon after, male doctor arrived and started examining you. Jimin was leaning towards a door frame, biting his nails in tension. She is fine. She throws up because she only eats bare food from the last few days. I guess so today she eats more. Gulp. So now what, doctor? Just take care of your beautiful wife. With the word beautiful, doctor looks at you and smiles at you. Jimin pokes his inner cheek and you hesitantly look away. If you need any more consultant, please contact me. No, never. You look at Jimin in shock. What? Jimin grabs doctor's collar. She is my wife. Be respectful or else I make you end up in a hospital bed. Jimin, please leave him. Jimin leaves the doctor's collar and leaves him with a little jerk. The doctor glares at him and then leaves in a rush. You look at him feeling all the protected today. You feel like there is someone who protects you from all the bad people. Before you say anything, Jimin left. Hello daddy, today is the best day of my life. Now with the memories of this day, I can spend the year in happiness. Today there are no teardrops on your page. You made a cute smile at the end of the page. Meanwhile, Jimin is in his room thinking about you and smiles a little thinking how you were playing cheerfully with roses back then. He closes his eyes and when he opens them, he sees you in his room playing with the roses again. You take out one rose from the bouquet and walk towards him. You touch the rose on his face and slide down to his chin. He's about to pull you close but he blinks and you fade away because it's only a delusion. Jimin's smile never left his lips. Next day, morning, good morning, smile. Jimin smile, breakfast? I am getting late for a meeting. Do eat your breakfast, okay? Jimin, I want to ask. We will talk later, smile. You nod and he leaves in a rush. At dinner, Jimin and you eat dinner together. You smile and happily eat food. Jimin lost looking at you and mistakenly he picks up the chili instead of onion and takes a bite. Cuffs. You turn to him and quickly offer him a glass of water. Jimina, Gwenchana? Cuff. Nay, sigh, I am okay. You turn your face aside, pursing your lips together so as not to laugh. You told me that you want to talk about something. Tell me, what is it? Calmly. Hesitantly. Uncle and aunt want us to come for dinner tomorrow. If you are free, then only if you are free, or else it's okay, we will. Tomorrow sharp at 8 p.m. Be ready, okay? You nod and he leaves. You smile. Later today, you again wrote something in your diary with a smiley face and fell asleep. The next day you come out of your room at a sharp 8 because you don't want your husband to get mad at you. As you know that he is so punctual, he loves to do everything perfectly, just perfectly. Your dress. In a second, Jimin also come out of his room and his eyes meet yours. Just this eye contact make his breath stop as you are looking breathtaking. He thinks to himself, beautiful. Gaja. Time escapes. All the time in the car you wish for him to compliment you or just want to hear a word from him, but you don't. This makes you feel a little hurt, as in this whole life you never found someone to compliment you. This makes you think, I guess I'm not pretty. Your thoughts are interrupted as soon as your uncle and aunt come and greet you. Jimin stood up from the couch, greeted your uncle and hugged him, causing your lips to curve into a small smile. Looking happy, huh? Whisper. You look at her shockingly as you know that she never wants you to live happily. Come on, let's have dinner. At dining table. So how's the business going, Jimin? Well, with just a simple question, both men engaged in a never-ending conversation. You are peacefully eating, but too sad to hear that you, Park Jimin, leave your meeting for something unusual. You become shocked as to who and what he leaves his meeting, confused. You turn to Jimin. It's just understandable. Maybe the reason is girls. Frown. Wait, what do you mean by girls? Laugh. I know. No, you don't. Sigh. I apologize, but I am not a womanizer or something. I am loyal. Angrily. I know your father, Jimin. Stop it. Jimin looks at you. Uncle, please don't talk to my husband like that. Please show him respect since he is family now. Your uncle's blood boil. He is about to do something, but your aunt stops him. It's time for dessert. Please, Jimin Mayan, go sit in the lounge. I will be there. You all walk towards the lounge, but Jimin's phone starts ringing. So he excuses himself. Hua, this is the first time you point towards you. Talk in front of me, huh? Angrily. You gulp as he is right. Until now you are so scared of him and still are. But you just can't stand him disrespecting your husband. Your uncle holds your jaw harshly, making you hiss in pain. Stay within your limits, Vayana. He's about to slap you, but Jimin holds his hand. Don't you dare. Claire's, be thankful that I respect the elders, but if you again try to hit my wife, I will make sure that you are not standing on your feet again. Claire's. Gaja Jimin. Jimin holds your hand and guides you to the door, but stops in the middle and turns around. Next time if you even want to talk to her, get my permission first, or else you hold Jimin's arms and drag him outside the house. I am sorry. Why are you sorry, huh? Don't be. You smile. Hello diary, today he fights for me. He threatens someone for me. I am so happy. I start love. You are about to ride ahead but stop as you hear the thundering sound. You are not scared but it makes you feel sad. You feel like thunderstorm brings sadness with it. You cover yourself in a duet and fall asleep. Next morning, breakfast. Jimin nods and take a seat. It's not good to skip meals. Huh? Confused. Hesitantly, lunch? Don't skip your lunch, please. Smile. I start hating my office canteen food because for the past 3 to 4 years I have been eating the same. What if I made food for you and sent you to the office? Will you eat? Sure, why not? Smile. He stood up, wiped his lips with a napkin, and left, leaving you in shyness. You smile in happiness because you think, what if these things make you closer and closer? Time skips and you are standing in front of Jimin's company. As you come to give him his lunch, you are about to step inside when someone keeps his hand on your eyes, making you shocked. But as soon as you recognize him, you jump into happiness. Yoongi, how are you, Vaina? Excitedly. He embraces you tightly, but someone else sees everything, and that is Jimin. Jimin's eyes turn red in jealousy and anger. Yoongi, so glad to see you here. I am happy that you are happy. Happily, you smile and nod. What are you doing here? Curious. Oh, I will meet you later, Yoongi. I am here to give lunch to Jimin. Smile. You are about to rush inside but stops. Give me your phone number. I have lost it. Smiles. Don't worry, I will find you every time. You waved him by and left. You enter inside and saw Jimin in front of you. Anu. He holds your arm tightly, drags you outside the office, and pins you to a car. Leave right now, angrily. Your lunch? Don't you dare to come to my office again. You flinch, tears start trailing from your eyes. If I talk to you nicely, that doesn't mean that you can do anything you want. With that, he left in anger. The truth was he was jealous as hell that he didn't notice that he hurt you deeply. Time skips. Hello diary, today the man I fell in love with shouts at me like uncle does. Why there is no happiness for me. A teardrop from your eyes fell on the word love, causing the OVE to be erased by the teardrop. You close the book and leave the house with the book in your hands. After a long walk, you sit on a bench and start writing in a diary again. I don't know why, but I feel like I need a long walk alone. In my whole life, I have always walked alone. I have no one beside me, and for a short time, I find happiness, but it also doesn't last long. I am okay. The little happiness he gives me is enough. But today I am hurt as he shouts at me and puts all his anger out on me. At least I thought that was different, but no. You again start crying harder. Many teardrops fall on the page. You pick up the diary and start walking back to home. Meanwhile, Jimin enters. He throws his coat and lies down on a couch. He is lost thinking about you. After a minute, his eyes widen in shock as soon as he realizes that you are nowhere to be seen. He gets up and starts searching for you, but he can't find you. He shouts your name in tension, Mayan. In all tension and sweat, he ran down the building and was about to get in his car when his phone started ringing. He picked up the phone quickly. Yes? Are you Mrs. Mayan's husband? Confused. Yes, who are you? I regret to inform you that your wife is currently in the ICU at XX hospital due to a road accident. Your immediate presence is requested as her condition is critical. Please come as soon as possible. Jimin stumbles and leans on the car, hitting the nurse ward. His whole world shudders at once. Hello? Hello? Jimin heard the nurse sound and speak up. I will be there. He rushed into his car, breaking every road rule he can. He enters the hospital and rushes to reception. Vayan, my wife, panting heavily. Please follow me. Jimin follows her in all sweat and tense. How is she? Doctors are operating on her. I don't know anything right now. Please wait here. The nurse left, but soon she again came to Jimin and gave him your diary. This is her accessories and her belongings. Jimin looks at her and takes everything from her hand. With tears in his eyes, he holds the ring in his hand and starts crying out loud. He wipes his tears and starts reading your diary. His eyes become blurred due to the tears welling up in his eyes. While reading the diary, he reads those pages where you almost going to write that you love him, but his eyes widen seeing that you stopped in the middle. He quickly changed the page and saw that you wrote that you love him, but it was erased due to the teardrop. He can see every teardrop on almost every pages, and his heart cries in remorse. Jimin hugged those pages and cried louder. Someone put his hand on Jimin's shoulder, making him look up. Yoongi, I know you were jealous that day, but I didn't expect you to do something this foolish. Ryan and I were best friends, but we rarely met due to her uncle and aunt. Why did you ask me to marry her? Frowning. Because I thought he loved her, and I believe she was the only one who could brighten your world in the darkest time. I was wrong. I do, Hyung. Jimin tears fall and he patiently waits for Yoongi to continue. I can marry her, but I have loved someone since childhood, and she finally said yes to me. Looks at Jimin. Don't be jealous. Give her the love she needs. I regret everything, Hyun. Now what should I do? That's what you have to figure out on your own, Jimin. I'm not going to tell you. Before Jimin forms a word, doctor comes out and Miss Ryan's guardian. Doctor points towards Jimin and he nods. We saved her, but what? Frown. What? Tensed. We cannot determine her level of consciousness. The next 24 hours are critical. If she does not regain consciousness within that time, she may go into a coma. Sobs. Can I meet her? Doctor nods. He rushed inside the room. He holds your hand and kneels beside your bed. Mayana, please wake up. Let me give you a chance to show you my love, Chable. He cries out loud, leaning his head on your hand. I am sorry, Mayan sobs. 2 hours later, you slowly opened your eyes and saw him sobbing beside you. Jimin? Jimin's eyes widen and he quickly looks up. His nose and eyes are all red due to crying. Doctor? He quickly pressed the button. The doctor came inside. After a while, she is all good. You can take her home by tonight. Jimin nodded and the doctor left. He straightened you and kneeled beside you, making you gasp. I am sorry, Vayana. Please don't leave me. Give me another chance to show you my love. Please don't mad at me and don't ask for divorce. I truly love you, but I am so stupid not to tell you this before. You blink. Vayana, it's okay. Who told you that I am leaving you? Frown. I am not mad at you, nor am I going to ask for a divorce. Shock. I made so many mistakes and you are saying that you forgive me already? You nod. Your early forgiveness make me hate myself, Vayana. Don't you want to reprimand me like other wives do? You shake your head as a no. Jimin closes his eyes, his heart ache hearing that you forgave him already. Don't make me feel more guilty, Mayan. But I am not mad at you, seriously, it's my mistake. He quickly places his finger on your lips to make you quiet. Your eyes widen. From day one, I am the one who made mistakes, not you. So from now on, this Jimin will be your genie. Smile. You blink, not understanding what he wants. Soon the nurse arrives and, Mr. Park, please sign this paper. When will I take my wife home? Take her after signing the papers. Smile. Nurse smile and look at you. You are lucky. He cries all the time when you are unconscious. He truly loves you. Jimin smiles and looks at you. You shyly look down. Thank you. Bo. He bowed to the nurse and then the nurse leaves the room. May I? You frown but gasp as soon as he picks you up in a bridal style. Jimin? No worries, the doctor asks for complete bed rest and believe you are in complete rest in my arms. Smile. You gulp as you see that everyone is looking at you both in a way. You sigh and hide your face in his chest. Jimin smile. After a while, he carries you to his bedroom. This is not my room, so this room is also yours. He lays you down on the bed and stretches his arms wide. The house is yours and lastly I am yours. He twirls making you burst out. Jimin smiled as he lost in your laugh. I love you. You become shocked and stop laughing because out of the blue he blurted out. I know that I am a fool to not to love you, but from now on I will make you fall in love with me, exclaimed. Now I didn't let a single tear drop from your eyes. Smile. From now on, no need to write diary, make me your diary. Tell me everything. Lean closer, write on my heart. Make me your listener. Your eyes glisten on hearing his words, as this is the first time someone says these romantic words to you. Next day, Mayana, Jagya, wake up, smile. You open your eyes and see him with a breakfast tray in his hands and rose stuck to his right ear. You smile. Good morning, my love. Smile. You cook breakfast? Shock. He nods and gives you a bite. You take it and smile. Delicious. Jimin gives you a rose. You smile and take it from his hand. He gives you a forehead kiss again. He picks you up in his arms and twirls you, making you giggle. I know you love flowers and dancing. You nod, making him smile. That day changes everything. Now you are the boss of the house. Jimin entered quietly inside the house but flinched seeing you sitting on the couch glaring at him. Gulp. I am sorry for getting late, Chagi. So can't you call me once, huh? Glares. Battery is dead. You asked me to be ready to take me for shopping, right? Why do you need to go shopping, baby? You have my clothes, right? Eyebrow raised. He mocks you as you always wear his hoodies. Ha ha, very funny, glares. Okay, I promise that we will go tomorrow. Promise? He nods, you hug him and give him a cheek kiss. He smiles. In this journey of life, it's important to be patient and trust that happiness will find its way to you. Just give it time and stay calm, and one day it will come. The end. If you really like the FF, please like, share, and comment. And if you want to be the part of this illegal chims family, then subscribe to my channel. Annyeong.